Hi everyone, how's everybody doing? Today we are going to be talking about the Emperor card. This is another massive card of power. This is a different type of power though. This is all about authority. So take a very good look at this card. I mean, just look at how this guy looks and how he is sitting on his throne. So this card represents stability, foundation. This is somebody who is serious. This is all about maturity, pure male energy. Just as the Empress was all about female energy, here this is all about male. This is mind over matter. There is so much to this card. Of course, I always try to take notes because I never want to miss anything. So, law and order. Okay, this is all about law and order. And it's society's rules, because it is about rules and regulations and structure and organization. This card sometimes reminds me of the planet Saturn, because Saturn is strict, it has its limits, it's all about organization and rules. Now, this is also represents a father energy or an older gentleman, but not necessarily. Sometimes it can be also just someone that's incredibly mature, because this card is playing with the adults. This is all about maturity. And when I read for gentlemen, and this card continually comes up, it is sometimes where I have to say it's a rite of passage. You have to kind of jump to the next phase of adulthood or phase of manhood. This is also literally becoming a man, really kind of growing and becoming this strong archetype man that you want to become. Now, this also rules royalty, ego, big ego, depending on the other surrounding cards around it. This is a very, very fixed energy. So if you look at him, he's very fixed, very stubborn, very strong. So to convince him of anything, you really need to be logical, and it has to make sense to this person. This is a business owner. Somebody that owns an empire or is possibly building an empire. Let's see, he is ready for action. This guy is tough and he's strong and he has a lot of influence. So this could also be somebody that is somewhat famous in their field or just has a lot of clout, and whatever they say, people are going to listen. Leadership, yes. Well, when you have power, you have leadership. So this is all about also leadership and control. They like being in control. They love sitting on the throne. Check it out. I mean, look at him. Now let's take a look at these symbols. There's so many symbols. All right, first we're going to take a look right here at the staff, which is like an ankh. Now this represents good fortune on his journey as the emperor. Happiness, longevity. It's interesting because, you know, the ankh is very Egyptian. So the Egyptians really would also have this with them when they were ruling. Now look at the beard over here. The beard represents wisdom, contemplation, and experience. Now, take a look at his shoes. I love his shoes. Now, underneath this red robe, you can see that he's in armor. The armor really represents his protection. So he's very protected. Not much can hurt him. And he is always ready for battle. Any fight, any battle he has to have, he is ready to rock and roll and go. Now, if you can see, there is, I don't know, sometimes it's hard to see a little heart weaved in over here. I don't know if you can see it, but that really represents that the emperor, he's not really cold. He might look like he's very stern and cold, but he does have a heart. He just first has to think about his people. So he has to think logically, but he does have a heart and he does think with his heart. It's just not his first reaction. Now, you see all the rams right here and also on his throne. This represents Aries, and Aries is ruled by Mars. Mars is all about war. It's the planet of war. It's the planet of action, aggression, leadership. Okay, so this guy's ready for anything. Okay, you can't really push him, you know, I mean, you got to really be strong to push this guy out of focus. Well, I hope you enjoyed the Emperor. Next week, we're going to talk about the Hierophant. Have a great week.